Emilia Clarke played one of the leading roles in Game of Thrones as Daenerys Targaryen. Prior to the series, she was a relatively unknown actress with appearances in 2 short films and 2 minor TV shows. With the very first season, Clarke gained unprecedented fame, but it took several years for her to land another significant role. That opportunity came with the romantic drama Me Before You, where she proved she could be more than just Daenerys from Game of Thrones. However, after 2019, following her performances in Last Christmas and The Solo, a Star Wars story film, Emilia took a break from major screen appearances. In 2023, she is set to make a comeback with the Marvel Cinematic Universe series Secret Invasion. Nathalie Emmanuel's career has been more consistent compared to Emilia Clarke's. In 2015, she appeared in Furious 7 and became a regular cast member in the franchise. This film series provided her with the time and platform to secure a few other notable roles. While it's too early to predict strong prospects for Emmanuel after the conclusion of the Fast and Furious saga, she has already added Zack Snyder's Army of Thieves to her portfolio. Lena Headey joined Game of Thrones thanks to Peter Dinklage. The two first met on the set of the series Ultra and reunited 4 years later in the film Pete Smalls is Dead. After Peter was cast as Tyrion Lannister without an audition, he suggested Lena for the role of Cersei Lannister. Although Lena wasn't granted the same no-audition privilege, her impressive performance during casting secured her the role, guaranteeing steady work for several years. Lena has also appeared in the 300-film duology, The Purge, Gunpowder Milkshake, The Brothers Grimm, and several other noteworthy films. Without her costume from Game of Thrones, it's easy to forget the charming Hannah Waddingham, now famous for her role in Ted Lasso. In the epic series, Hannah played Septa Unella, the stern and relentless figure who tormented Cersei with constant reminders to repent that Unella's fate was left off-screen, though it's clear it wasn't a pleasant one. Interestingly, the showrunners initially planned an extremely brutal scene in which the zombified mountain would do to her what Ramsay Bolton did to Sansa on their wedding night. Understandably, this idea was scrapped. However, filming wasn't any easier for Hannah. The infamous scene where Cersei doused her face with wine was reportedly shot for several grueling hours. Esme Bianco stands out as one of the few actresses who managed to enhance her character from the original books. In the novels, Rose plays a very minor role, but Esme's performance impressed the creators so much that her part was expanded into a recurring role, allowing her to appear in 14 episodes. After Game of Thrones, Esme's career did not see significant growth. She gained more attention for her legal battle with Marilyn Manson, whom she accused of multiple serious offenses. The case was eventually settled out of court, but the terms of the settlement remain undisclosed. In 2006, Carice Van Houten rose to fame with her role in the film Black Book and solidified her status in 2010 with Black Death. These successes positioned her as a strong contender for a supporting role in Game of Thrones. Carice's portrayal of Melisandre was exceptional, earning her nominations for both an Emmy and a Screen Actors Guild Award. Beyond Game of Thrones, Carice has also appeared in notable films such as Instinct and Brimstone. In the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, Myrcella Baratheon was portrayed by Amy Richardson. When Myrcella's storyline sent her to Dorne, she didn't reappear until the 5th season. Amy hoped to reprise her role, but she was surprised to learn that the part had been recast with Nell Tiger-Free, who had previously acted in 1 film, a TV movie, and a single TV series. After her time on Game of Thrones, Nell went on to star in Servant and Settlers. In the 5th season of Game of Thrones, Rosabelle Lorraine Sellers joined the cast as Tyene Sand, the most charming of the 3 Sand sisters. Before this role, Rosabelle primarily acted in Italian films and TV series, despite being born in California. In 2017, she portrayed Tyene for the final time. While her character's fate was left off-screen, the circumstances make it clear that a return to Dorne was never in the cards.